Hello and good evening. Joseph Kiltacious Company. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I love the comment in there, Farmer. That's awesome. Thank you, Fox Dash. Yeah, another week down, or we're almost in the middle of the new week. I don't know how you say it, but everything kind of blends together for me when it's summer. Got a lot going on here. Reorganizing the whole entire basement here. The work area, the stocking of products, the workflow area, the board. Behind this wall is all of our labels. Labels are crazy. Like, really, labels take up a lot of room, and you would not think of that, but labels take up a lot of room. How's it going there, Sam? Hump day. Whoop whoop. Dakota will be a little late. I think 30 to 45 minutes late. So I'm gonna hold it down here for a while. But see who jumps in here first before we get started. Hey Doug, how you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Once I straighten everything up the way I want to have it, which will probably be in another week or two, I will consider taking you guys through a little bit of a journey through my little work area here. There's a lot of upgrades I'm doing here. Like, we got more shelves. The work, like I said, I'm just working on the whole workflow. When the fall and winter comes and beyond, and also when I'm out of town, my wife usually helps out and fulfills orders. I want it to be like streamlined so that she knows where everything is and can get everything done. So yeah, working on all that. But I basically have to get all my shit together, if you will, before September. All the fall products, all the winter products. We have to have, and not just the labels is one thing. So labels, products, all made, and then we got 3 events in September, and we got 3 events in October. So and then after October, we go right into November, Black Friday, holidays, etc., like that. So it's like pedal to the metal right now. So make use of all your time. So yeah, hide my whiteboard. So my whiteboard is not too crazy right now. All I got on it is up in the upper left-hand corner are the dates of the places that we're going to go see. Plus, I have all the release dates for all the products that we have for the fall and winter. And then I got my to-dos just to keep me honest. I put my to-dos within 2 weeks or more on the board. Everything that needs to be done within this week is right here on my table. I have one of those raise up tables that have a glass top, so you can write with a nice little whiteboard marker on there. So it's kind of nice taking notes like that, so you're not wasting paper. But yeah, that's basically all I got in here right now. But I'm just working, like, I have all my essential oils over here. I'm gonna get 2 shelves, so I have all the essential oils up on top, and just have my whole entire work counter, if you want to call it that, be completely bare bones. And yeah, so working on that. It's always an endeavor when you clean something, straighten things up. Everything behind me right here is all redone. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here. Still working on this guy right here. It's a banana slug. We found it in the redwood forest, and yeah, so working on that. But that's what that is right there. Here's the map of all the national parks we're going for. Here's our beer products that are individual products that we believe really changed the game for us as far as beer products in the beer market. And then we have our Gripton stuff right up here too, and more national forest stuff here. I collect the mugs when I go to the national forest, so I have a whole bunch of mugs from all the different forests. But yeah, so that's kind of what you see behind me. Then watches, because I like watches. and World Series of Poker, like World Series of Poker. So a lot of talking points there if you guys ever want to talk about them right there behind me. But what we got? If everything works out, we're starting in September here. New products in September, October, November, December. So we're gonna have a nice flow going through the rest of the year when we hit September. At least that's what we're planning. Okay. But yeah, no, excited for that. For those of you who've put your input into those fall and winter products, there, in case you don't know, when we do fall or we test products, we're going to release new products. I usually will have the Highlanders help out with about 75% of the new products that are coming out. The other 25%, I kind of just keep it on the hush hush, so even that they're surprised for new scents, new products, and everything like that too. So we got those in the works. I'm super excited about a lot of things, and I'm like a kid who knows that secret to, like, the presents for all the people, and I can't say it right now. So it's one of those ones that it's a constant thing, right? I constantly know what's coming out, and I know, or I hope that a lot of these products are going to excite you guys, and I can't tell you yet. So, yeah, say it. I we will see their stash. I or farmer. I like to leave surprises, some golden eggs out there. Like, we have at least one, two, three, at least four things that only I and or Dakota know about that will be released in the fall and winter. Black Friday stuff, December stuff, things like that. So it makes it fun that way. I mean, if you know everything, then either you get super excited, or you just, start, I don't know, looking at that calendar and be like, you know. But the other thing is, so I haven't 100% planned this out because this just happened. All right. So, you know how I like horror movies, right? Well, September 11th through the 13th, Victor and I, you guys haven't met Victor, but Victor and I are going to Estes, Colorado for the Highland Games. So we're going to be there, I think, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When we wake up Monday, we're not coming home yet. We reserved a one-night stay at the Stanley Hotel in Estes, Colorado, in one of the spirited rooms. So I'll share more information on that. I may do a live on that night. So it's a haunted room in the Stanley Hotel, one of the most haunted hotels in the United States. Or I may just do recordings and then release it on Wednesday, because I won't be doing a video on Wednesday. I think that's the 16th or 15th, 16th. Yeah, September 16th, I won't be doing a video. It's my daughter's birthday, so I'll be celebrating that, and I might just save the video for that. Either way, we're going to be at the Stanley Hotel in one of the spirited haunted rooms there, and it's kind of those bucket list things that kind of just happen, and looking forward to it. So stay tuned on that. I got so many different ideas and plans there, Farmer. We will just see what happens with everything here. Uh, there are 3 people that are close to becoming night watches. I think they're like 3/4 of the way there. I think you're one of them, Farmer. I'd have to double check here. But yeah, I gotta start planning for some Night Watchers now, and then we have one more tier above that too. So, uh, those will be modified a little bit because we did it about was it a year ago? Yeah, last year we did it. We opened up our Highland loyalty program last year, and it was slow going at first, but it's really taken off, and it's been fun. Um, Sometimes it's hard for me to. The one thing I don't like about it, and it happened, and I'm glad that Sam brought it up. I wish it would give you guys, or I could create a code so that when you hit Highlander, it tells me that you get a free beard product, like beard oil, balm, butter, wash, whatever the case may be. That's part of becoming a Highlander. You get one free beard product. And I wish that it would automatically give you a code so that you could just use it. It applies to your order, no questions asked. It shows up on my side like a Highlander code, so I know how to throw all the swag in with it, and you guys are good to go. Yeah, so I'm working on that there too, Mustache. I got lots and lots of projects, things I got to keep up on, and it's part of the job. That's what I signed up for. So no complaints here, just more challenges, more products, more things to conquer, and bring you guys some amazing things. In the Night Watch one, if I remember right, you get a black hat. You're going to get a hat with a patch on there. The patch is going to be interchangeable for your, depending on how you scale it from there. Most likely, don't quote me on this. Do not quote me on this. I probably shouldn't even say it. Most likely, I will give you a new hat every year as long as you make 3 orders in a year, so that you always have a nice fresh hat. So, yeah. So we're still working on the Night Watch. If you want to check out the tiers at kiltbeardcompany.com, I would say we have probably one of the best, if not the best, customer loyalty programs out there. If you love our products and you would like to be part of our ambassador program, get with me. I'd love to chat with you. Not pushy on any means. Here to support you guys as much as you support us. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it to. Sorry, I had a notification up there. I will not be able to make it to Buckeye Battle this year. There's many reasons. One, I have potentially 3 huge events here that are super important for the trajectory of Kilt Beard Co. And yeah, they're pretty big, and I couldn't pass those up. Maybe next year, if it is there, I don't know. I can't predict the future. It's just really my busy time of the year, and I have 3 big events to go to. So those commitments are already there. They're already paid for. So, however, I got to think of months here. I don't want to say something that I can't hold myself to. But not this year there, sir. Yes, there are no Night Watch statuses yet. There's, like I said, there's 3 that are within, I think, between 250 to 500 points, so they're really close. We'll get between 1 to 3 by the end of the year. No questions asked. Especially when the fall and winter products come in, and more people get into beard season time or mustache season time in your guys' case. Yeah, so we'll probably have about 3 by the end of the year, and that'd be awesome. 307. Okay, 307. I will have to say there, and you might have to like like duke it out with Sam here. Sam did get to Highlander quicker than you did, Justin. Just saying. Just saying. Um. So so what I'm trying to read this. Maybe it's just a typo. Also, your comment here, Sam. You thought about doing moat with the reward point, other than redeeming at 100 points only. Um. So I honestly haven't figured out. Like honestly, I really don't mind it. Oh, more. So I haven't figured out how to do more than 100. Tell you the truth, honest truth. Actually, I'll write that down even because honestly, I wouldn't mind if somebody used all their points because they're going to use them eventually. But I'll look into it again. Loyalty. Well, the thing is that so there's a lot of math behind this. Uh, so every 100 points is $5 off. So if you do that math in the long run, it's X%. So like when we get into the fall and winter, and you're using your points on top of all those discounts, it's a business too, right? And I'm just an honest person. Like you can't give away like everything for practically for free. That would be a great business model unless you had advertisers that were paying you more than what your products were worth. I mean, there would have to be some kind of cap, if you will. But yeah. So in some instances, you can stack the points, especially when we get to the fall and winter. We do double points. You can stack your points. There's a whole bunch of things that happen in the fall and winter. So just stay tuned to that. But there's got like if I'm doing like 20% off the website, and then you're adding an extra 10 to 15% per se with the points, that just doesn't make business sense. Because you're already getting like 3 discounts. Not to say I don't like to give discounts and everything, but like I said, it's a business, and that's just the honest fact of it. Yeah, no, it's just how it is. So just gotta be mindful of that from a business standpoint. Uh, th- uh, I agree that you should be able to use more than 100 points. Probably, and you're going to use them anyways. But how they work with other site wide things, I just got to look into that more. So, well, not only that, because I mean, all in all, when you have you can't make more products, you can't grow your business, you can't bring you new like iterations and everything if we are constantly overly discounted. Because honestly, and I'll be frank, we don't have a discounted product. These are all natural, organic, premium products, essential oils, which are more expensive than probably about 90% or more of the market when it comes to their products. So we're not trying to, be like a $10 beard oil. That's not the thing. They put 3 oils in there, some mixer in there, and call it a beard oil. That's not really what we're about. So you also got to think of your brand, and we can get into brand and culture and tribes and all this other stuff you guys want to in the future, but it's all about a really big picture right there. And yeah. What I am thinking about, and let me know if this sounds cool. I know some people will abuse it, and that's fine. That I was thinking that you can use more points, or I would match your points if you gifted your points towards a product for somebody else. So, like, if you have a friend, a father-in-law, a dad, a brother, a friend, whatever, a coworker, and you wanted to get them like a gift, and you put 150 points up, we match your 150 points. Because we obviously want new customers, and that would be a good way to help you, help them, help us kind of, get a new customer. So there's a whole bunch of ideas out there that we're thinking about. Yeah, so. Yeah, there's so through from August to September, we will be running a and we usually do this in August and September. Last year we did it also, and it worked out really well. So we'll be running a brand awareness campaign, and what that means is we're kind of trying to tell our story a lot more, so that people. So we start taking up what I call rent in people's mind. What that means is that you may not like make a decision the first time you hear about a company or product or whatever the case may be, but usually the eighth time your curiosity strikes, and we're building that up for the fall and winter. So because that's the busiest time of the year, from basically the end of October through shoot July, really. April is a weird month for whatever reason, but from the end of October through July are the most busiest months. So we're doing a brand awareness campaign for the next 2 months, and if you see them, share them, like them, please. I'll leave a comment. That'd be amazing. That just gives the algorithm more push. But yeah, so that's what we'll be working on. What you'll be seeing on social media a lot more is more brand awareness to people who are kind of in that rut of they either shave their beard and they're about to grow it back out again, or they will grow it back out again, or there are people who may or may not be happy with what they have right now, and hopefully we can win them over to an amazing beard routine, as we so much have encouraged people to think about when they think about their beards and beard care. So that's what we're working on here. The August through September is more brand awareness, and then getting the beard products ready for fall and winter. Maybe some mustache stuff too. Then you got your kits. Then you got your rollouts. You got to think of all the ads you're going to do, any videos you're going to do. There's just so many things that go into it that if you are not thinking about the fall and winter by at least July, you will not have a good fall or winter if you are a company. It's just kind of like we learned that our first fall and winter, we were just not prepared, and having everything pretty much signed off by mid-August, maybe late August, depending on what you're doing, uh, you're basically not going to have a successful fall and winter. So, just life lessons as you continue to, progress through the years in a business, you start to learn certain things. And we're gonna have amazing beard kits. We're gonna have a lot of cool, fun things. On top of all that, which means I have to go in, I have to take out and change the website. I have to go on the back end and do the coding back there, new pictures, photos, pricing, descriptions, update the scent profiles, update everything like that. So, um, just want to give you a little bit in and out what happens behind the scenes there. There's more than just coming up with a product and putting a product out there. There's a lot that goes into it. So yeah. So how's your week going? Anything else going on this week, or looking forward to the weekend? We are going to, as a family, we're just going to go to a state park north of us for here, about an hour away. Get one last little camping fishing trip in before the kiddos go back to school next week, which is crazy. In August, like, come on here. I think I'm like the only parent that actually wants their kids longer in the summer than to go back to school. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. But yeah, so kids go back to school next week. So we're gonna go and do one more quick little day and a half, 2 day camping trip, not too far away from here. So that's what we got planned for the weekend. What do you got planned? I'm sure you can do some icicle competitions, see how frozen you can get your stash and how many icicles you can get on it. I grew up in Wisconsin there, Sam. Northern Wisconsin. I definitely know what cold is like. So yeah, my kids go back to the school the second week of August. Really crazy. Uh, like when I was a kid, maybe we were a kid. It was like it was like Labor Day weekend, like just after Labor Day weekend, I think it was. So yeah, we could also do like a winter outdoor. That could be kind of fun. How many like candy canes can you hold on your stash before it droops down? And whoever wins that gets something. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. It'd be like the mustache Olympics or something like that. What you would have like certain sizes or certain type of stashes in different like um weight classes, if you will, length classes, and see how they hold up to like candy canes. That could be fun. No, don't have nobody in Appleton. My family, my parents particularly, they live in Gordon, Wisconsin, so it's much more northern than that even. And Appleton got hit pretty hard there. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Farmer. It was right around Labor Day weekend there. So Cheerios, that makes sense too. I like the Cheerio ones. I just was saying the candy canes because Farmer had some candy canes on his stash last year, so that was pretty fun. I'm gonna do something fun for the fall, winter. Don't know what it is yet, but we'll see. I what was I gonna say? Lost my thought there. Oh, so I was gonna say it. I think many of you who are in here already know about it, but Uh, the 31st here, which is Friday, is the last day to buy a kit and get a free beard product. Oil, balm, butter, oil, balm, butter, and mustache wax. No wash. When you buy a kit. Uh, Also, if you looked in your email, if you get our email, there was a code in there for a substantial discount on spring products. Uh, for spring products, the only two things that will stay available, we will have some morning dew and chocolate stout available until they are sold out. Everything else will disappear from the site. We extended it a little bit longer for the other spring scents because um, it was kind of weird there. I just want to go through it. But anyways, it was kind of weird. And so we just extended it out for a little bit longer. So chocolate stout is almost gone. I think we have 8 butters, about as many oils. We have about 8 or 10 morning dews and 8 or 10 morning dew butters, and so about 8 to 10 of the morning dew and butter and oil and chocolate stout. So once those are gone, they're gone. Usually, they don't. Once they cycle out, they may or may not come back the following year. It just depends. Yeah, so just depends on how many people reach out and potentially want to participate, and for the people by the people. Also, how well those products did during the spring or their relative season. So some products get priced out of the market, honestly. Chocolate stout is one that will not be back. Chocolate stout, like if I were making it today, the price of the ingredients to make that went up 40% or more. I would have to relook at it all again. So it costs 40% more to make, and people I don't think want to buy $30 butters, and at least not now. I mean, it probably will happen one day once because prices always go up. But I don't think they want a $30 butter, and I don't think they want a $26 1 ounce beard oil yet. So and then that's the same thing for Nogfather too. That probably won't be back this year. I'm thinking about it. If Nogfather comes back this year, it will be more expensive because it's been priced out of the market. The ingredients just cost more money. So we'll see on that. But right now, everything else is in good standing, looking good. So chocolate stout smell. So chocolate stout is very interesting. So it took us 21 shots to make this thing, and not espresso shots, by the way. So chocolate stout it's got chocolate in there, it's got coffee, and it comes together with barley. We roasted barley to bring it together. It was the first time that we used barley to bring it in, and yeah. Yeah, so actual chocolate, absolute, is stinking expensive. Vanilla CO2 is creeping up there too. That won't be going anywhere just because we use that in a vanilla orange swirl. We use it in Americano. We use it in one more that I can't tell you about right now. And then, so it's in about 4 or 5 different products. But butter, especially Kupuku butter and mango butter, the prices have gone crazy high since tariffs have happened. It's not a indigenous product to the United States. So it is an export that comes in. or excuse me, import that comes in. Um, so anyways, yeah, so butter has gone up, and so you'll see that our butters went from $25 to $27 to basically absorb that. And plus, on top of all that, shipping's gone up about what was it, 15-20%. So shipping's gone up 15-20%. Butter's gone up about 40%. Some absolutes and essential oils have gone up X%, and it's just how it is. So it's the way the market is, the way it is. So, um, but you're just, I am not willing to sacrifice quality for something. It's one thing if I can't get it or it's just like unnecessary. But yeah. Some people don't know, Sam. I have found out in the past 3.5 years now, most people just don't know a how to use products, what beer products to use, and on top of that, to confuse it all, what beer products are best for you. We try to, as best as we can, answer those questions on a daily basis through DMs, face to faces, on videos. We have them on YouTube. We have something else coming out here pretty soon. There's a lot of things that we're trying to communicate, educate people, because I mean, I think most of us can agree when we were young lads, we we did not get a lesson on how to maintain a beard. We had a razor, a buzzer, whatever you want to call it, to shave off your beard. So um, some people know that they should. They just don't know what to do, what to use, when to use it, how to use it, things like that. So it's actually a lot more common than uncommon for people not to know how to use beard products. So so uh, this year I've made a conscious decision that so I made a conscious decision now. So whenever you see me, like either in public, on a video, etc., like that, you're only gonna ever see me wearing clothes that are either Kilt Beard Co. a brand or on national park like branded, because we love to go to national parks and we support national parks because they're important, I think, for future generations. I really have gone through my closet and gotten rid of basically anything that has had a different logo, brand name on it, because the epiphany is I need to spread Kilt Beard Co. logo and keep. I mean, one person in a day to ask me what's that guy on your head mean, which usually comes out, hey, that guy looks like you, strikes up a conversation. So one of those things that I guess you call it growth in the year, or something I've noticed or thought about, epiphany, whatever you want to call it, is that you got to wear your own logo if you have your own brand in your own company. I mean, minus I don't make watches, so I can't really. I mean, the Piper, where if he jumps on here, he does make watches, or he does the not Franken, not the Frankenstein. I don't want to call it that. He customizes watch faces. So, like other than that, it's all Kilt Beard Co. Branding for me and National Park branding. So that's what you will see me wearing from now on. Kilts too. I'm gonna wear my kilt. Don't worry, I'm not gonna wear my kilts. I'm looking for a fall kilt. Do you have a fall kilt that you would recommend? Colors, like the yellows, reds, oranges, like colors. I'm kind of eyeing the Buchanan one. I kind of like the Buchanan, but I'm curious what you guys think. What's a good fall kilt if you know about your kilts? What would you suggest? Throw it on down there in the comments. I would love to hear it. Mac Leod? It's a Mac Leod? Let me see what that looks like real quick. Mac Leod. I've never heard of that one before. So yellow, black, and red. Pinstripe. I mean, it pops. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I were to be jogging at night and wearing a kilt, I'd be wearing that kilt for sure. Absolutely. Mac Leod. I think it's Mac Leod, right? Yeah, no. And I think we had that discussion a little bit there, Doug. It's a constant thing here, like for me, is to continue to try to educate, teach, explain what a good beard routine is, what the beard products are for, and I've said it plenty of times. I don't want to say a scent doesn't matter because it does, because a scent can evoke emotions, confidence, etc., like that. But the way it looks and the way your skin feels and the way your beard feels, and when you get a compliment, the way you look, to me, that's more important than just the scent. For me, the scent is the last important thing because it is important. It's on the important list, but it's not the first important thing. I want your skin to be in a good place. I want it to be soft. I want you to have no beard itch, no beard drift, no split ends, and hopefully you're having more beard than you know what to do with, and you're making beard decisions. McLeod, okay. Macmillan. Yeah, the Macmillan one looks good. I think it depends what if you go for ancient, that's going to be the ancient one. Yeah, the ancient one looks good. I like the ancient one. The darker red and yellow stripes are interesting. Oh, this one's like hot, like like literally, it's red and yellow, and that's it. Oh, there's some bright ones there. Well, that's cool, Doug. So, are you taking them up on that one? There is it like a one night thing, or like multiple nights that that you'd play the role? Um, we currently will have Kilted Lumberjack and Highland Frost for the winter. Sorry, I can't share what else we're doing for the winter, but they're going to be very holiday friendly, let's just say. So, um, but those two will be coming back. Highland Frost and Kilted Lumberjack are kind of staples for us. Uh, yeah, they just work for that time of year. Can't go wrong with Monroe. Um, so top of the hour, Dakota makes it here or not. I am going to jump into the first food. I got two foods tonight to eat, so I'm going to jump in and start having the food here. Um, they are going to be fun. Uh yeah. So I've been around the world. I grew up in Wisconsin, like I said, stinking cold as hell up there. I've been to Germany. It's a different type of cold. Then I've been to the Middle East. I've been to Las Vegas, Nevada. I've traveled everywhere around the world. I would rather be hot and warm than cold. I hate the cold. Uh, and I'm not wearing a kilt in the cold. I wear sandals in the cold, but I do not wear a kilt in the cold. So when that end of November, that Thanksgiving first snow kind of like that thing falls, I am definitely not wearing a kilt. I'm nope, nope. I don't like the cold that much. Like I said, I wear sandals year round, unless I, I say 3 inches of snow or less. I wear sandals. Once it snows more than 3 inches, I'll put some boots on or something like that. I mean, you have to get the hardcore wool. You gotta get the wool socks. Like you, I mean, you gotta just be dressed in wool. They're saying certain parts, and they say this every year, so it doesn't change. But really, out here, we kind of need it because we had a really poor winter last year. Um, we're hoping that we have like a beyond record winter here. Is what we really hope in Utah here. Uh, Colorado would say the same thing. Two states that direly need like a double, a two x plus snowpack than the average to really make a dent into a lot of the water, um, the low water that's in Lake Powell, Lake Mead, here in the Great Salt Lake. That is draining out too. So it'd be great to get a really good winter, and plus it'd be fun for the kids too. We didn't go sledding last year. I think that was the first time since we've been in Utah that we did not get to go sledding because there was no snow to sled on. Um, so that was unfortunate. We all the snow went up to all y'all up in northern Minnesota, Ohio, England states, etc., like that. So hopefully we get that snow this year because we need it. So actually, it would help with the fires too, but that's a different story. Uh, I was talking to my dad the other day, and I asked him like, you know, sometimes when you're a kid, you're not completely aware of your whole world, especially when the internet wasn't around yet. Um, do you guys recall back in the 90s, 80s, 90s? Doug, I mean, maybe further back, but um, you didn't hear about wildfires too often, right? There weren't wildfires like just burning up like a third of a state or anything like that, right? I thought it was really interesting that uh, there's so many fires now, and yeah, it's just concerning right there. Had a good chat with Farmer on not Farmer Fox Dash on Sunday. Um, uh, he was more on the Protestant part of Christianity. I shared some thoughts on the Roman Catholic side of Christianity, and just had a good discussion. Um, but yeah, if you guys have never checked out Fox Ash's channel on Sunday, he usually interviews somebody, and it's more of a Christian religion type of conversation. Just check him out. It's usually about I think 1 o'clock Central Time. So check it out. Heck yeah, Smokey the Bear was everywhere. We had Smokey the Bear at school every year, at least in elementary school at the very least. I don't recall in junior high, but at least in elementary school, you had Smokey Bear everywhere. So yeah. Um, You know what? I would actually have to look into that a little bit more there to give you my honest answer on that, farmer. I'm not like trying to put like I could say I will say that a Roman Catholic can be any of the Christianity. Roman Catholic can be any of the other Christian faiths, but not all the other Christian faiths can be a Roman Catholic. If that makes any sense. So I'm sure there's subtle like differences between the Roman Catholic and Catholic. If not, maybe they are as similar, and there's not many differences. I don't know the answer on that one. To tell you the honest truth, I don't know. But we can look at that one. I just don't know. Um, had some discussions the day or two before uh, I was on Fox Dash's channel and shared some of the point of views and questions that he never really thought about. Um, and it was a good conversation. So I got a question for you guys. Are are there any beard products, particularly from Kilt Beard Co., that you actually like mix and match together to create maybe a new scent, a new profile of some sort, or you use it for a special occasion? I'm kind of curious actually. Seeing what well, thanks, Doug. I didn't see that there. So you'll be doing Santa for a week. Sweet, that'd be fun. But yeah, have you guys mixed any scents together to create a new scent or a new profile or something like that? Um, I'd love to hear what those are. I tell you one that I've done, and I got it right here. I've done Iron Smoke in the oil, and then I do War Purse in the butter. Put these together. This tames down the smokiness of the iron, but brings out a few of the floral scents in the War Purse. It's a good match right there. I like it a lot. Yeah, chocolate stout and on number three reserve, that makes a lot of sense right there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. Farmer. Date notes. I love it. I feel like so Dapper Gentleman and Orange Swirl. Gotta check that out. Um, I I would at least so we're pretty close to that kind of cutoff right now. To make another batch or not for Barley and Lime and War Purse. Uh, Barley and Lime may not get a second batch. While it's really good, not everybody's a novelty foodie person, and I would highly recommend if you have not tried it to try our Barley and Lime. If you like key lime pie, this is better than any key lime scent I think you've ever tried before because we included the crust, and that roasted barley gives you that nice little honey graham cracker ish kind of like scent. It's really good. So if you have not done that and you want a fresh scent for the summer that's not vanilla orange swirl or Loch Ness pines, highly recommend barley and lime. It's a good key lime scent. Actually, I would say it's close to amazing, actually, but it's really good. It just hasn't been selling much, but I don't know if I've promoted it in the right way, but it's a really good scent. So, Yeah, Highland Frost is a good one. I love Highland Frost, especially in the winter. If you get Highland Frost this winter, I recommend, taking a shower in the morning, putting the beard oil in, and quickly going out the door in the cold. You get such a rejuvenating freshness that comes across your skin. It's like the best version of uh what's it called? Aftershave without the burn. It's very refreshing. So yeah, you should try it. So, sounds good there, Sam. I'd love to hear it. Because how some people mix things together, some sense, profiles, purposes, etc., like that, help create new scents. So I always like to see what people are doing out there. A little bit of mixology, if you will. One thing, if you guys have not tried, we have our outdoor bivouac. We have it in the oil, and sorry, the glare, oil, and the balm. If there's anything that's purposeful in any beard product that's out on the market, this is the one. A natural beard bug repellent. Usually I put it in my beard. I got it in the console of my truck. It comes with me wherever I go. When you put it in your beard, you put it on your arms, your wrists, your ankles, your knees, because that's where they like to bite me. You don't get mosquito bites. Just saying, you don't. I had somebody who was on Fox Stash's live the other day who tagged me afterwards. Is like, dude, outdoor bivouac works. I'm like, yeah, it does work, buddy. So, yeah. So if you're a hunter, you're a fisher, you're an outdoorsman, you're a weekend warrior, camper, whatever, outdoor bivouac should be definitely in your toolkit. We've had it here for 3.5 years. The balm just came out this year. It's tried and true. It's a really good alternative, especially if you're a beardsman, to a bug repellent, but naturally. You don't get that crunchiness, that chemical, whatever. I hate when I'm sweating or in a humid area and that DEET or that chemical goes into your mouth and it goes on your lips, kind of like sunscreen. It's nasty. I'm telling you, man, it's it's one of those ones that yeah, it's good. And Dakota every time will tell you that when we made that one, I think it was like it was the fourth product that we've ever come out with, that scent. And the first one was kind of horrendous as far as the smell went. We got to learn about certain oils that can really take over a whole scent profile, and that using less of it is very important. So especially tamanu oil. A tamanu oil is really, really good. We put it in our butter. I believe we put it in our balm too. But in this particular beard oil also, uh, it has a pretty strong scent. And if you don't measure it out correctly, uh, it will overpower your senses. So, but it's super, like I would say, it's more moisturizing than shea nut oil that is liquid butter that we have in all of our Highland or all of our heritage products. I would say Tammin oil is maybe even more moisturizing. It has other benefits that shea nut oil does not have. So it's one of my more secret favorite carrier oils is Tammin oil. And we put that in all of our butters. So hat look crooked there. So this is my actual the hat that I use for outdoors all the time. I'm cutting grass, camping, everything like that. So it's been beat up and everything, but the logo's outliving the hat, which is kind of hilarious. But anyways. All right. It is the top of the hour. I'm going to open up one of my snacks here. 2 snacks, never had before. Let me know about them. So I went to the Asian store, like always. And we usually go to the Asian store about 1 to 3 times a month. And I'm always looking for something that's kind of off the wall, according to me, because I've never had it before. And I got 2 things here. So the one that is not too crazy that I'm going to try out first, hopefully Dakota makes it here. And that one is, I'm going to take this off real quick. The price tag like right in the middle of the whole thing, which is not a big deal, but I'll scrape it off real quick. I usually don't have nails, and I actually have nails right now. Anyways, we have mochi maple pancake. Yeah. So for lacto vegetarians, no artificial color, no artificial flavor. I don't know how this all works out. Yeah, no, I love mochi too, but these are maple pancake mochi. And yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, sweet. So they come in these little packages inside here. So these are kind of fun. I would like to say yes. I've tried squid chips, but I've tried so many different types of chips now. I can't confirm that one right there, actually. All right. So maple pancake mochi. Cheers. Oh, it smells like maple too. These smell good. These are awesome. Like, these are really good. I mean, it tastes like you're actually eating like a mouthful of pancake in your mouth. It's really good, guys. This is like really good. Yeah. Oh no, I've had mochi ice cream plenty of times. In case you don't know, Sam, or the room, my wife's Japanese, so we go to Asian sushi places and everything all the time. Try all the foods, basically. I'm picky on some foods. Like, I don't like beans. I don't like cottage cheese and sauerkraut. Basically, I like almost everything else. And mussels. I don't like mussels. Basically, everything else, I'll at least try one time. So, anyways, if you ever see these things and you like pancakes, you like maple syrup, these are awesome. They're super good. I highly recommend grabbing these. No, she's American Japanese there, Sam. She doesn't speak Japanese, but her family came from the islands of Hawaii, and then from Japan to Hawaii to California to here. So, yeah. She is a non-speaking Japanese woman. Okay, those were awesome. I'm probably going to have another one. They were really good. I may even say this is probably the best mochi I've ever had. And these are actually made in Taiwan. They're made in Taiwan too. Anyways, really good. Really good. Another thing that I was trying the other day, some about snacks. I don't eat all the snacks. I usually give them my kids, or I give them to Dakota to take home. But these new Sour Patch Kids, Glow Ups, pretty good. Pretty good. Little chaser. Strawberry and watermelon. It's good. We still have the beans over here, in case we get frisky. So is anybody watching any movies out there? Any movies that you recommend? I saw The Odyssey last week or the week before, whenever it came out. Good. Highly recommend going to see it. Forget about what, like I said last week, they put a 5-hour movie into a 3-hour movie. But besides that, I thought it was a good movie. Curious to see if there's any flicks out there. Would like to try to hit one more on a $5 Tuesday next week before kids go back to school, and kind of my whole schedule kind of flips and changes a little bit. So, Other Mommy looks crazy spooky. Like, it's the first time that I know about that they tried to create a movie around the Mimic. I mean, dude, that was like spooky. So in case you guys don't know, if you're new here, I usually take Dakota to one horror movie a year because he doesn't like horror movies. And this year we went to Undertone. It underperformed, by the way. And we've talked about that enough, but he said it wasn't really scary and it really wasn't a horror movie. So he kind of caught himself in a catch-22 there and opened the door up for us to go to another scary movie. And we're going to go to Insidious here in Insidious The Beyond in August, end of August, I think it is. And then the Other Mommy came out. I was like, dude, all I had to say is Other Mommy to him. And he's like, oh, heck no, we're going to Insidious, which is hilarious. So, heck yeah, dude. Yeah. So, I have not watched the new Evil Dead. I've heard negative things about it. I did start watching all the late 70s, like early 80s ones. I like it because of the originality of it. I do think a lot of modern, except for Obsessed, a lot of modern horror directors, producers, whatever the top honcho is, they think they need to add more gore into something than is needed. And I think that kind of takes away from the imagination of what could happen in any like certain scene. And I think that's what really fueled the 80s is that you didn't have to see, and plus they couldn't show that stuff on TV really. You could use your imagination, and you didn't have to see all the over the top gore stuff. And to me, I think that's what you take away from the originality from the storyline. So, like, what's it called? Art the Clown. I can't think of the name. Terrifier. I've watched 1 and 2, and then I was like, I'll never have to see what, like, are they on 4 or 3 or whatever they're on. I don't have to see anything from there because, like, yeah, there's no reason for that. So, like, all you got to see is a room with chains and a person screaming in there and you close the door, you don't have to show what happens. You know what's going to happen. You just can use your imagination. So, um, I I think Insidious is going to be a lot spookier than it looks. Even I think because I believe the original director is doing it, and they're kind of taking it back old school because Insidious is in like the top 5 most scariest movies of all time, and yeah, I think they're bringing it back in a good way here. So, so usually I decorate hardcore for Halloween. This year might be the first year in a very long time, maybe since my son was born and we were in between moves and we didn't live in a house and didn't have a yard because we went into because we were renters of a condo for a few years. But we're gonna be so busy in October that I'm gonna do like one like very focal Halloween thing, and then I'm gonna do it up for Christmas. And in case you don't know, I do it like a Halloween Christmas, so it should be really fun. I take the Nightmare Before Christmas and I kind of bring it into the whole winter scene, and that's usually how I roll for Christmas. They do have a new animatronic at Home Depot, which is uh, a scary snowman, which I can use to go with Krampus that I have and all the elves I got, all the gingerbread men and everything like from the original Krampus movie, to infuse that into uh, A Nightmare Before Christmas. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to decorating for Christmas this year, not as much Halloween, just because I won't have time to really put it up and to enjoy that. In the past, putting up Halloween stuff for me is more therapeutic. It's a lot more. You're out there just doing your thing, being artistic and putting stuff up. Listen to your music or what have you. Excuse me, or a good audiobook, and yeah, it usually is a good thing for me during that time of year. But this year, I might have to just do it during Christmas. So, I saw at Costco they have Christmas and Halloween stuff in our Costco right now. And in case you didn't know, in Utah, it's not the Costco I go to. In Utah, we do have the world's largest Costco. The coolest Costco that I've ever been to is in Hawaii. Dude, yeah, poke, you got all these sushi platters, you got all these different fish. It's awesome. If you're in that kind of food, it's amazing. Then if you go to um uh like if you go to like Las Vegas, they have alcohol on the cheap. So if you're into like whiskeys, Whistle Pig, things like that, was it the Scotch mix? I don't have anything like that there, but they have a Johnny Walker. Like if you're in the blues and like things like that, they have it on a discount at like in Vegas. So each one of these Costco's have a pretty interesting take on how they present themselves. It's kind of fun. So, oh sweet, so where in Ohio is the Costco? Like more near the capital or what? Honestly, I think I've only been in Ohio one time, and it was just like a drive through. Well, I've driven through the state. Like I never stopped in the state. So I have yet to actually visit Ohio, which it will happen. It will happen. A, a better chance next year than this year, though. By the way, when you go to Costco, what's your favorite thing? What's your go-to at Costco? I know one thing I look forward to is towards the end of the year when they have like the mint chocolate pretzels and things like that. Let's think chocolate candy cane bark. I'm gonna have to dust off my rower because I got to make room for those calories and all that stuff. Yeah. So Jacob makes the belt for the the competition there. I don't. It seems like a lot of that's in flux if it's going to go past this year. There are some personalities. It seems like that were clashing either between beard companies, reviewers, etc. that were kind of clashing, and I don't know if they're going to do it past this year. There's some people I'd love to see. There's some people that I could care less, to be honest with you. Um, but I will make it to Ohio most likely next year and actually put it on the schedule and kind of do some research on what happened in Ohio. Maybe I can chain it with like Tennessee, where we're gaining a little bit more of a footprint in Tennessee as far as our ambassadors for our Lou Prime goes. You got Orion Hughes down there holding it down. Is like number 2 in the state right now for his class. So he's actually going across seas right now to compete this weekend. I believe Jacob Nowak from Minnesota. So Minnesota, Sam, he is going overseas to compete also. They're both, I think it's the actual Scottish games over there. They're participating over there, and they're going to be representing Kilpirico and Gripton over there. So shout out to those guys. Good luck, and I hope you just enjoy the whole entire thing out there. But yeah, so a lot of fun things happening behind the scenes, and yeah, excited. Our Gripton products are awesome. If you guys work out, if you need a liquid chalk, if you need something to help you with your grip and you don't want to use gloves anymore, or you don't want to use some kind of crazy chalk like the dust chalk, we have a great chalk for you to try out. I'm surprised I haven't put on my sweater or my hoodie here. So in the summer, so our house has a basement. This is the basement right now that we're at, and the fluctuation in temperature in this house is not well thought out. And right now it's cold in the basement. I mean, it's like 50s in the basement. You go upstairs, it's you're 70, 72, whatever it is. In the winter, it's just the opposite. It Yeah, it's just the opposite. It's just crazy. So I'm usually wearing a sweater down here when I am working or just getting stuff done. Have a great night, farmer. Talk to you later, my man. Thanks for jumping on. I guess I'll, for those of you who are still here, I'll jump into the second snack here. So this one I bought before the mochi. These look amazing. We have some turtle chips. Not any turtle chips. We have steak and wasabi flavor turtle chips. Doesn't that look delicious? So steak and wasabi turtle chips. That one glare here. I'm move that over a little bit. There, somewhat better. Turtle chip. Kind of tastes almost like more like a pork rind. Up front, you get that like 5-7 seconds of wasabi on top. It drops down to like that steak pork rind flavor. Pretty good. I'm gonna admit these are pretty good. Cheers. These are pretty cool. The steak flavor is very minimal. It's not like overpowering or anything like that. I will say that if you were to look at this bag and be like, I'm going to read the ingredients on here, you don't want to read the ingredients on here. I don't know if you can see this. Look at the ingredients. Look at all these ingredients. Like, I'm sorry, that's probably not good for you, but it tastes good. It says they got 4 layers. I don't know what the 4 layers mean, but I'm here for it though. It says turtle news chips. Have you ever had some turtle chips before? This is my first time having turtle chips. I thought the steak and wasabi was a cool idea. Tastes good though. So I'd say this was a win. If you find yourself with some mochi pancake maple syrup, yeah, for sure you gotta get it. And the steak and wasabi flavor, absolutely do. Wow. These are amazing. So anyways, what else we got going on here? I don't think much else. Email coming out tomorrow. Friday will be the last day for a buy a beard kit, get a free product. Just add it to your cart. No code needed. If you have any problems, just let me know. Check your email. I'll probably pass forward the discount code for spring products if you want to grab a spring product for like 20% off. So check that out. And then enjoy yourselves this weekend. I'll barbecue it up. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully you're having amazing weather where you're at. And I know for me, like I said, it's the last kind of like camping trip before school starts. Not the last camping trip of the year. I'm trying to plan one more sort of big one as for fall break when we will be going down to Tucson, Arizona. I'm trying to incorporate 1 or 2 national parks in there for that week. So we'll see. But enjoy your week and everything. Cut it a little short. But I appreciate all you guys for jumping on. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. We're here for you guys. And like we always say around here, defy ordinary, be Kiltacious. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.